Hello and welcome to the Nicholas Sportsplex North Rink here for the final day, the seventh game here at the North Rink of day 3. The final day of pool play, and boy, did we just see a thriller between the Slovakia Kings and the Young Kings, a shootout victory for Slovakia, their first win of the tournament. And now we're at a battle between two solid above 500 teams fighting for playoff seeding that will be in effect by tomorrow morning when the playoffs start. Welcome into this broadcast on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Glad you found us from wherever you are. My name is Luke Jordan. I'm on the play-by-play duties here at the North Rink along with our great North Rink producer and Anthony Lund. He's been bringing everything up to your screen from wherever or whatever you are watching. A quick look into this matchup. Great Lakes originally started 3-1. They got upset earlier today by Toronto Elite on this rink. Something that not many people expected, or if anybody expected it, they didn't expect it by that much. It was a 7-1 loss to Toronto Elite, gave them their first win. And for Team Atlantic, they've been on a tear. They've won 2 in a row, and they're 4-1 on the entirety. Their only loss came to the Young Kings yesterday in the morning game. Colors for both sides. Team Atlantic with the navy, gold, and teal. All sorts of colors on their jerseys. Fusion Hockey on the shoulder. That is the club that they come from. And the FHA on the front of their jersey apparently stands for Fusion Hockey Atlantic. Mael Powers will get the start in between the pipes. For Team Atlantic, they have not lost a game yet under her. For Wisconsin, they are in the white and blue. And their goalie, as always, is Caleb Allen. That's the only option. And he has played every game, 3-2 record, .805 save percentage, and a 4.4 goals allowed average. We are underway here for the nightcap at the North Rink. Team Atlantic going from left to right. Liam Mitchell right across. Atlantic looking to start fast. What a glove save from Caleb Allen. Unbelievable save to get things started, and what a threatening chance early on. As it now finds the stick of Riker Griffin. Griffin puts it in between the legs of his defender. Now below the net. That net seems to be having issues whenever Caleb Allen is in between the pipes. As a shot wouldn't go on, and it's now picked up by Hank Everson of Great Lakes. Wisconsin is trying to tell the ref to, oh no, they're trying to tell Caleb to fix his net. He thought they meant come to the bench. There's a penalty. So he almost left his net. That would have been a horrid start. Thankfully, he did not go farther than the circle. Alex Westergaard. The shot there, no problem for Powers. Mael Powers, one of the 2 female goaltenders we've seen in this tournament, along with Kinley Billingsley for North Star Elite. North Star Elite just suffered their first loss today to the Lac St. Louis Lions. And here's a pass across to Joe Duell. Atlantic below the net. It's Landry on his backhand, looking for options over his shoulder. And he'll get it down low. Numbers for Atlantic. Go in front, big save. Allen trying to cover this puck, and it is still loose, but they call it dead. It would have been Wisconsin's puck anyway, so not the worst time to call it. There are only 3 undefeated teams left. First class, North Shore Hockey, and Lac St. Louis, who finishes 6-0. And you want to know the most exciting part? The 2 5-0 teams face off in just about 10 minutes as First Class takes on North Shore Hockey. That is going to be a fun one. You might want to switch back between this one and that one. And we'll see who will be the 2 6-0 teams of the 22 teams in total. Here's a throw in front from Mitchell. Nothing came out of it. Or pardon me, that was Joe Duell. Here's Duell once again. He lost it there by the blue line. At the back line, Xavier Mallett. Touched pass ahead. Into the zone they come with speed. Jack Baxter applying pressure. Now Anthony Hansen up ahead for Baxter, poked ahead. And Asher Westergaard was there. He'll now touch it up once again. Atlantic looking for a chance. It was Baxter on the back door. And a shot blocked by Westergaard. Or pardon me, Moser. Beckett Remondini. Up ahead now for Robert Harrington. Harrington was credited the only goal for Wisconsin in the 7-1 loss they faced earlier against Toronto Elite. Just an uncharacteristic performance. Nobody expected it. But every game is a new game, and they're off to a pretty even-paced start here with Team Atlantic early on. Both teams still feeling each other out. We're nearly 5 minutes through the first, and the shots are now 3-2 after that shot from the neutral zone. Puck held in at the point, and a drive is covered by Allen. Shot attempt by Emmett Boutiet. Here's a pass up ahead intended for Westergaard. That will go down the length of the ice. Time stopped at 9:46. Face-off drawn back by Matthew Hanuki. A shot now kicked away. Nice opportunity for Lauren Badger. Looking for point number 10 on the tournament. Coming out of the scrum is Landon Groom. Only had it for so long. Asher Westergaard, a shot blocked. Atlantic will only clear so far as Westergaard has it back for Wisconsin. Here near the blue line now, it's Hellwig. Hellwig down the left side. He'll turn back. Wide open at the point is Moser. Throws it to the back door. No sticks there. Hunter Hanneman for Moser. Through traffic, Powers makes the stop and denies any rebound chance. Nice couple of chances for Wisconsin, the real first cemented possession in the O-zone we've seen from them. And from what we've seen so far, the first impression, from me at least, seems like Team Atlantic has a slight tilt. But we could very much be in for a good game as long as Great Lakes, Wisconsin keep playing at this level. It's hard to come off of a 6-goal loss against a winless team, but you just got to shake it off. And it seems like they've done that so far. Something to note, Great Lakes, Wisconsin also does have an advantage on Team Atlantic when it comes to rest time. Team Atlantic played at 11:30, and Great Lakes, Wisconsin was at 9:45. Face off one by Atlantic. I did make a mistake. Great Lakes, Wisconsin played at 11:30, and Team Atlantic played at the slot after at 1:15. So they do have a 1 hour, 45-minute advantage of rest time. Here's Jack Baxter. That doesn't matter to him. He walks in and scores! Celebrating while sliding. A nifty move in front, and Team Atlantic moves in front. 1-0. For Jack Baxter, goal number 3 of pool play. He's got 6 points now, averaging a point per game. Speaking of Toronto Elite, who we recently mentioned, they have now started play against Battery Hockey Academy. That could be a huge game. If Toronto wins, they could very much cement a spot in the round of 16. And first class in NSHDA has started as well. Shot thrown on, loose to the backside, and Allen's on that one. If you happen to switch to the first class North Shore game that is currently happening, I won't be mad, but you should definitely flip back and forth. Breakaway opportunity, he's tripped up, still gives it across, and Hanneman is blocked. Unbelievable save by Mel Powers. A nice stick lift there by Landon Groom, and that will stop play. The tripping call from the previous opportunity is now assessed, and Great Lakes will get on work to the power play. 2 power plays in 5 games for Wisconsin. Penalty is on Caden McDonald. Great Lakes a chance to tie things up. 6:20 to go in the first period. They're being outshot 3-7. Hank Everson and Landon Groom are at the faceoff dot. Groom draws it back cleanly. It's up to the wall for Moser. Everson stumbled on his knees for a moment, regains possession of the puck. As he's bodied against the Zamboni door. There's always some tough ice over there, as well as the pucks tend to hop off the door awkwardly. Under 6 minutes to go. We are 25 seconds into this power play so far. No shots on yet. Westergaard had that turned over, and now here is Landon Groom. A force to be reckoned with. Gets a shot from the slot, and no troubles for Allen. Landon Groom, 8 goals in 5 games up to this point. Just a really fast player that can accelerate to top speeds, and quite honestly, the quickest time you've ever seen from a 10-year-old or an 11-year-old. Depends on their birthday. Shots are 8-3 favoring Team Atlantic. And now number 8, Peyton Brome sends it across. In deep by Winters. Boutiette trying to clear, can't do so. Here's Hanuki, walks in, big save off the arm of Powers. Westergaard had it stripped in the neutral zone, and now walking in is Badger. Lauren Badger with a shot. Rebound loose in front, being poked at by Mitchell. Nothing would come out of it, and now it comes up to the point. Through a pair of legs, it's Badger now. Badger trying to gain some space. Shoots one from the slot, and Allen gets his blocker on it. Hanuki up the wall for Winters. Vertically attempted for Westergaard. Puck goes in deep. We are at even strength. Great Lakes starts 0 for 1 on the power play in this one. Westergaard from the point, hit the crossbar! Looked like it might have caught part of the stick of Alex Westergaard. One way or another, I think it hit Mel Powers' helmet after and then the crossbar. Here's a one-timer, Van Don from Owen Arsenal. Xavier Landry trying to get some room. Up to the point now. Shot blocked by Alex Westergaard. Westergaard has a chance for a one-on-one. He's got to get it ahead now. Could have had a 3-on-1. Instead, now we're going the other direction. No-look toss. Wouldn't work out. Puck is over the blue. Regained now by Xavier Landry. We have a penalty. And it'll be on Wisconsin, as Landry was tripped up. And knowing the call, Everett Hellwig will just manually put himself into the sin bin. Big chance for Team Atlantic. Five power play goals in 5 games. 5th best power play unit in the tournament. Meanwhile, for Great Lakes, Wisconsin, their penalty killing unit has been great. No pun intended. One of the bottom 8 units. They've only allowed 2 power play goals. Could it be 3 now? Bone on the backhand from what appeared to be Griffin. It couldn't be tapped in by Mitchell. Up ahead now for Hanneman. Hunter Hanneman. Around one, not the other. 2.5 left in the first. Both teams with 1 penalty up to this point. Team Atlantic in the process of their first approach to the power play. Liam Mitchell had that puck slip away. Don't forget to stick around for intermission. We're going to have an interview with Bart Majnar, the man who scored 4 goals for Slovakia and helped secure the win in the shootout in that recent game. If you didn't see it, go back after this game and watch it. It was, I mean, at least watch the 3rd period overtime portion. It was one of the best games you'll see in this entire tournament. Thankfully, we have it on DVR for you. No matter where you're watching from, whether it is the website or YouTube, replays are available. And for that reason, here's Emmett Boutiette with a shot thrown on. Loose in front, and it trickles in. It looked like it might have hit Laurent Badger last. One way or another, it is in the back of the net, and it is a 2-goal lead now for Team Atlantic. Badger leads the line. It looks like they will give the goal to him. Face-off is slapped back by Hanuki all the way down into the defensive zone. Asher Westergaard puts it up the wall, and an intelligent play there by Riker McTaggart. He is pressured off by Badger. There's that odd bounce off the Zamboni doors, and now ends up at the stick at the point. A shot wide there from Clay Moser. It's Westergaard. Shot block, trickles to the slot. McTaggart is wide on it. And Emmett Boutiette regains for Team Atlantic. Not for long. Moser puts it right back down the wall. It's Boutiette again. Probably one of the three, if not the tallest player I've seen in this entire tournament. Definitely got to be up there. And with 23 seconds left, we get a stop clock. This might be a penalty on Landon Groom. And a high five from Hanneman to Sawyer Provost for drawing the call. So Landon Groom will watch from the box. It is a power play now, and a big save to start from Powers. Great Lakes 0 for 1. On the power play in this one. Here comes a 2-on-1 opportunity. Fire from the far side. Stopped there by Powers, and time will expire on the first period. Make sure to stick around. We got some interviews coming up on WSBN. Give us a moment. And we're back here, second period action. Glad you got to, you do not get to see the interview, but you will get to see it eventually. It'll be out there. It will be played later on by our wonderful producer, Anthony. We got the chance to talk to Bart Meinar, who scored 4 goals and the shootout winner. And his interview is very straight to the point, explaining that he was trying to score as much as he could, and it sure as heck worked out today. Came into tonight with only a goal, walked out with 5. Meanwhile, over here, 2-0 game after 1 on the last game of the North Rink before everybody who has played at the North today can go take a break at the hotel, or if they're one of the 2 local teams at home. Quite the home advantage, to say the least. Down the side, it's Xavier Landry. Landry being nudged off by Peyton Brome. And now Wisconsin comes away with it. Becca Remondini. Now over for Harrington, who misses the net there. 7 shots from Wisconsin so far. Male Powers in front of all of them. Team Atlantic is yet to lose a game with her in net. A very good goaltending crew. Not only do you have the currently 2-0 Male Powers, you also have Alex Langlis, who has a .933 save percentage. Shot there from Great Lakes goes wide from Remondini, and now the other way comes Team Atlantic. A part of the club at Fusion Hockey. And of course, you guessed it, the Atlantic part of Canada. It's a breakaway, except Alex Westergaard lost his footing. Hanuki will walk it back in. Actually, not yet. He'll turn back at the blue line. And now a free possession here for Team Atlantic. After the turnover from Hanuki, it's dumped in deep. Boutiette. Long range dumping. Puck battle won and given out to Joe Duell. Duell gets around one, gets some help from Badger, but Caleb Allen is strong on that left post. Nothing happens except a stoppage in play here with 11:48 to go. Now let's take a look at the very important standings race. So 22 teams, 16 make it. Both of these teams will that you're seeing on the ice. Considering if you're in 500 or you're above 500, which will be Team Atlantic no matter the result after this. And the worst Wisconsin can do after this is go to 3-3. Both these teams will make it in. Just depends on where. Tell you what, I don't think either of these teams want to end up hitting the 15 or the 16th spot and having to play first class or Lock St. Louis, or even the 14th team that will have to play probably NSHDA. It's all going to come out of the result between that battle going on right now. We have a hooking call. And looking around, Toronto Elite's up 1-0. And First Class is up 2-0 on NSHDA. Scotty Sims and Lincoln German tallying goals on there. All games pretty tight right now, including this one. Nobody's broken away in any of the games so far. The largest lead is 2, and that is between here and First Class, leading over NSHDA. Teams on the brink right now, you look at the 14th spot for Toronto Elite. If they can hold on and win, they are guaranteed a spot after coming into today 0-4. The Slovakia Kings currently hold the 16th spot. That'll be a thrilling story to follow tomorrow. Pro Hockey at the 15 has a shot there blocked. Moser tried it, and it's sent down low. 1:20 left on the power play for Great Lakes, Wisconsin. Puck will be sent in on Caleb Allen. He'll get a whistle. If you look above the 14th spot, look who's next. At the 13 right now, it's Great Lakes, Wisconsin. So they will have a low spot if they do not come away with the win right now. But either way, still 9 points. There will be no worries about that spot there. Everybody below them right now has 3 points or less. So they are a guaranteed lock for the playoffs. And it seems that the absolute worst they can do is a loss now, and 13th would be their destiny. Ahead of them, it's the Young Kings, BC Bulldogs. And then at the 10, Spartans Alberta. And then from 9 to 7, you see a flood of American teams, and then it evens out over the last 6. Western Selects at 9, Minnesota Blades at 8, North Star Elite at 7, Team Atlantic, who is playing right now in the Navy, at 6, the Minnesota Machine at the 5, NSD HDA at 4, First Class at 3, ESH National Selects at 2. That will change. They will get bumped down no matter the result of First Class NSHDA, so they will get 3rd at least. And then, of course, the Lac St. Louis Lions, the defending champions who won by a score of 1-0 in the championship game last year against the Connecticut Junior Rangers. They're looking to go back-to-back and be the first team to do so since pro hockey did in 2017 and 2018. Nice little toe drag there from Remondini. Gives it across, shot there, turned away by Powers. Remondini back to the point. Moser holds, fires it, pops loose. Hanuki with the shot, big kick save. Powers rebound, trickles wide. Mile Powers keeps Wisconsin scoreless. It's a 2-on-0. Here's Wisconsin, and a shot, score! Riker McTaggart cuts the deficit in half with that one on the 2-on-0. Boy, Mel Powers has been standing on her head. Finally, one gets by after shot number 10 sneaks through her. It's Riker McTaggart, assisted from number 3, Matthew Hanuki. That is the lone goal here so far in the second period. Seems like we might be in for another good tilt. I'm here for it. I'm sure you guys are all too. Stoppage with 8:16 to go. Neutral zone draw incoming in front of the Atlantic bench. We will be actively checking in on the other scores. No updates, still 2-0 First Class and 1-0 Toronto. Pass sent rink wide, but interfered with by Westergaard. It'll still come back the other way due to Duel. Duel giving some pressure, and he rams one into the wall. Official is shaking his head. He's saying not enough for a penalty. They both slipped upon each other. Honestly, I could see it there. Not a terrible no call. Duel. Now this puck slips over. And that was Landry trying to slide it across. To the opposite side now. As Sawyer Provost trying to advance it, he will, but Atlantic regains it now at the red line. Landry is well defended by Westergaard, and now Hanneman will dump in. 7 minutes left in the second. Team Atlantic quiet with shots on goal in this period so far. They're getting outshot 2-4 as Powers shoulders that one into the netting for a stoppage of play. Here comes Landon Groom with a 3-on-2 for his team. Groom trying to speed by one. What wonderful defense there by Peyton Brome, but it is a little bit too much at the end. He lays body contact, and he'll head to the box. But boy, the first sequence from Brome on Groom, he defended him just about perfectly, but ends up finishing with the check. It is power play opportunity for Team Atlantic incoming. They are 0 for 1 right now. Or pardon me, 1 for 1. Laurent Badger scored the power play goal. We get a whistle for a hand pass. That'll send things backwards. Shot there, punched away. McPherson ends up empty-handed as Allen has been on his toes here, especially in the second period. This puck is in between the feet of Badger as he kicks it up. It'll come back down. That's McPherson, who can't catch it clean. Sent in deep. As McNaughton now pressured by Haneke. Haneke puts him against the wall, but it was a stick, nothing for a body checking penalty. Turning back and getting some room was Mallet, who sent it back. Now it's Mitchell with it. Mitchell knocks down one of his teammates in the process. That was McNaughton. And now Badger. Eyes on the net, gets it across, they score! That's Liam Mitchell with his first of the game. And Team Atlantic doubles their lead. Mitchell's now got his second of the tournament. Two for two power play unit here. And don't be fooled, there is a slight error in the scoring. It says that it is Laurent Badger in the score sheet, but it is actually Liam Mitchell, assisted from Laurent Badger. Hopefully they can fix that. Time would have expired on the power play just now, but it's irrelevant as Team Atlantic strikes once again on the man advantage. Definitely a note to stay disciplined if you're Great Lakes, averaging over 10 penalty minutes a game. Not the team to do it against. They now have 7 power play goals in the tournament. It's over 1 a game. Hunter Hanneman left it behind, and Baxter shovels it ahead. It goes between 2 Atlantic skaters. First in the race for it is Joe Duell. We're under 4 minutes here left in the second. Last game at the North Rink after a long day of hockey, the 3rd day in a row. Things will get a little bit later tomorrow, with teams having the late afternoon and evening off entirely. Duell to the front of the net, slid 5, oh, they score! It was Xavier Landry off the pass from Joe Duell, found in between the legs of Caleb Allen and into the back of the net. 4-1. Caleb Allen looks a little bit demoralized. Luckily, Great Lakes got his back. Skating back there, letting him know he's all right. Another one where he's just trying to slide And he's in transition, and all of a sudden they just picked the right part that was open. Another intelligent play. And here's another one. Big toe save by Allen. It was a hair away from making it a 5-1 game, but for now we stay where we are. Clay Moser will be back for this one. Joe Duell strips it from him. It seems that Anthony Hansen really likes the forecheck. Delayed penalty coming here on Team Atlantic. Not sure. We haven't been given a signal yet. And it's hooking. So Joe Duell, after recently just feeding an assist. Duell can't open the door. The scorekeeper will help him with that. It's happened to all of us, Joe. Don't worry. So now Great Lakes trying to get some vengeance in power play fashion. Hanuki lost it. It's a bouncing puck all over the place. Finds a stick of Moser, and Powers got her trapper on it. Puck is dumped in by Sam McPherson. We are under 2 minutes left here in the second period before a lengthy break. Here's Matthew Hanuki. Low shot. Turned away. Rebound. Also turned away thanks to the defense of Emmett Boutiet. Hanuki in the slot. Can't hang on to it. And now Laurent Badger had it poked away, but reinforcement coming from Xavier Landry. Landry trying to get to his backhand. And he's nudged off the puck by Moser. Here's a deep pass ahead. It won't go as icing, but it definitely did not go as planned. 20 seconds left to go on the man advantage for Great Lakes, Wisconsin. Not too many huge opportunities. A couple of shots on Powers, but she's been able to handle them all well. Under a minute to go now. Final seconds of the power play. As Hanneman lofts one over the net. And we're at even strength. It's another successful kill for Team Atlantic. Puck's on the side of the net, now dragged out by Boutiet. With that long reach of his, he's able to backhand up. And it's taken out of the zone. Potential 2-on-1. Laurent Badger leaves it for his teammate and try to get a pass back. That was Badger and Griffin. Coming hot is McTaggart. Misses just wide there. He's got the lone goal for Wisconsin. Delayed penalty coming in here as Laurent Badger touches the puck. And the 0-2 Great Lakes put their hard hats back on, trying to be successors on this one this time. Final seconds here. Everson pinned against the wall, getting it up top for Moser. Nifty little move, shot at the buzzer, nearly found its way, if not for a body in the traffic lane. And 2 periods are done. 3 goals separate the two. And we have 1 period left. See what I did there? 3, 2, 1. Huh? Anyways, we will head to the 3rd period eventually. After these advertisements, you're watching the World Sports Broadcasting Network.
Ironman Industries stands for quality and precision in steel manufacturing. Specializing in quality of our work, we're committed to our customers. Build the future with us at ironmanindustries.com. At Ironman Industries, we forge the foundation of excellence in steel manufacturing. Our dedication to quality and precision sets the industry standard, delivering unmatched innovation that powers progress and builds tomorrow's world. We don't just produce steel, we craft a legacy of strength. With every cut, weld, and bend, our commitment to our customers shines through. Choose the steel partner that never compromises on quality. Visit us at ironmanindustries.com.
Do you want to develop an unshakable level of self-confidence? Then check out my best-selling book, Mindset First. It provides a concise and practical way for athletes just like you to win the mental game.
Introducing the Helios Core, a breakthrough in skating development. With smart technology and artificial intelligence, The Helios Core analyzes key aspects of your skating, then shares the data in a mobile app, so players and coaches can see a player's progress, what still needs work, and where they stand against other players their age. The Helios Core gives players the information they need to improve their skating faster than ever before.
I'm Dr. Cassie Preston. My job as a mental performance coach is to help elite athletes just like you to consistently perform at your capabilities. But in order to do that, you need to reliably get in the zone. The problem is, like most athletes, you spend too much time in your own head, worrying, overthinking, and are doubting yourself. This can be frustrating and discouraging because you've put in all this work to develop your physical abilities. Your mindset is causing you to underperform. Now, I understand that working on your mindset can be difficult and confusing. There's so much cliche advice out there like, don't worry about it and just be positive, which might be the mental states you want to achieve, but it's not the how-to. In fact, this fluffy cookie cutter advice often makes things worse. Instead, what you need to do is challenge the status quo and think differently about success and failure. That's why I wrote the best-selling book, Mindset First, to provide athletes like you a repeat and reliable way to win the mental game. I share the concise and practical strategies I use to help professional athletes be at their best day in and day out. This book will help you break free from the weight of results so you can stop spending so much time in your own head and start playing with confidence so you can perform when it matters most. And most importantly, I promise you this, by reading this book and working on your mental game, you're going to have a heck of a lot more fun along the way. Fed up with the fluffy and cookie cutter mental game advice? You're not alone. My best-selling book, Mindset First, is your guide to discover a reliable and repeatable way to dominate the mental game. You don't need to suffer from performance anxiety, overthinking, and confidence issues. In this concise and practical book, you'll learn how I coach professional athletes to get dialed in and day out. You'll see real-life examples of how athletes train their mind to consistently get in the zone. And the bottom line, you'll have the principles and the strategies to break free from the weight of results, play with confidence, and perform when it matters most.
2 periods down, 1 to go. And when you look at the entirety of things, we are 20 periods down, 1 to go on the North Rink today. This is the final period. Happy to have you all. Once again, my name is Luke Jordan. Our wonderful producer is Anthony Lund. It is a 4-1 lead for Team Atlantic, trying to cling on to that and have a 5-1 record to show for come playoff seeding. Here's Matthew Haneke. Backhands it across, except not for the interference there of Xavier Mallet. Well played. A chance ahead for Riker Griffin. Griffin's just wide. Baxter puts it right back where it came from. Still an active penalty right now on Emmett Boutiet. Great Lakes is on the power play. They haven't scored yet on the man advantage unit. They've only scored once. That came from Riker McTaggart. A fire on there from Mitchell, and it went in the net. What seemed like a routine save must have slipped through somehow. Had everybody stumped. And to be honest with you, nobody up here even knew before the first parent jumped up and started cheering. Well, that was a bizarre start, and the start you need if you're Team Atlantic, now up 5-1. Minute and 20 in. That goal was recorded a minute and 12 in. As time continues here in the third, it's a shorthanded tally. Team Atlantic, a tournament leading 5 shorthanded goals. They are deadly down a man. And time expires on the penalty. It's another one killed off. And they grab a goal for Team Atlantic, who now leads by 4. It's Laurent Badger down the far side. Hunter Hanneman now has it. They got numbers. It's across for Groom. What a diving save by Allen. A blast from the point. Boutiet is kicked away. And it's up the wall to Hanneman, who uses the wall to get around. He's got a one-on-one with Boutiet. Trying to put it in between his legs, but it's kicked off. Groom will stick it forward. Also to mention, as here's Groom poked away. So the Connecticut Junior Rangers, runner-ups and the best American team last year, they just got eliminated about an hour ago by the Lac St. Louis Lions. Our buddy Dylan Ward is really good with the elimination. Mathis, there's a shot. Save, Powers, and the rebound. Another chance, tough angle, and Powers is on that too. What a performance for her. That's another one. 14 out of 15 stopped. Xavier Landry loses his balance for a moment, still gets the shot off, and Caleb Allen will freeze it for a whistle. Shot number 20 for Team Atlantic, save number 15 for Caleb Allen. So we'll take a look at the current ranks. Still awaiting the victor of First Class and North Shore. It's looking tight. North Shore has bounced one back, and First Class just has a 1-goal lead now. If this game ends before that one, I know where I'm going right after this. Landry sticked off of that one. Winters skating it out for Wisconsin. 4 minutes into the third period, 4-goal lead for Team Atlantic. And here's 14, McNaughton. Now is Joel Duell, but only for a moment, kept in below the blue line. Now tossed ahead, no icing, it hit a stick on the way, all the way down. The Westergaards connect there, and nobody present on the back side. Baxter clears as far as he can. And now it's McTaggart looking for his second. It's turned away. Single-digit minutes now. 9:56 and counting. Anthony Hansen first back for that one. The 2-4s going at it down low. Breakout successful for Liam Mitchell and Team Atlantic. Here's Mitchell. Trying to cut to the outside, and the reach of Westergaard has him caught there. That was Asher Westergaard at 87. Alex Westergaard at number 4. Powers gets credit, another save there. The shots on goal have not been updated, but she's faced either 16 or 17 now. Here's a backhand rebound. Allen makes a stop. Puck is held in by McNaughton. Sent down by Badger to Groom. A nice stick check there by Hellwig. Hellwig has it now, shoveling it towards the net, and it's interrupted by McNaughton. Groom will pick up speed across the blue line. Forced to the outside there by Brome. This trickles to the backside and in front! And then it is put into the back of the net by Sam McPherson and let the clock run. It is a 5-goal game. The clock will run if it stays this way, or as long as it is a 4-goal deficit. If it gets down to 3, then it must stop again. So while the clock runs, we'll educate you about what to know about the playoffs tomorrow. Looking at the ranks, the teams on the brink, Slovakia still holds that 16th spot. Connecticut is eliminated. And Metrics has a chance to overtake Slovakia if they can win tonight against Boston Hockey Club. But otherwise, everybody else with 0 points. Boston, Southeast, North America, they are officially eliminated as well. Battery Hockey on the brink of being eliminated. Nothing is guaranteed at the bottom of the barrel. Under 7 minutes to go. Powers makes another stop. The only thing there that stops is the play, not the clock. We hope you've all enjoyed this day 3 of the Continental Clash, final day of pool play. It did not disappoint. The 16-team playoff pool has made things a lot more intriguing compared to past years. Coming from a broadcaster myself who was here last year, I think on the last day of pool play, it was 2 and 5 teams going at it. Somebody won in overtime. And I was like, what's the meaning? You know, only the top 2 teams from each division move on. Here's a 2-on-0. Hank Everson. Shot. Powers reels it in. What a game for her. It just continues with these sensational saves. Consolations will start at 8 a.m. 2 of them in that 8 a.m. time frame. One at 8, one at 8:10. Then 2 at 9:45, 1 at 9:55. I will have the call for that consolation. Never mind, that's a playoff game. We have a penalty incoming. This is a hit on Winters. It doesn't seem like he meant it, but the pain was still dealt. I don't know what he's putting his hands up for. He has clearly injured the other player. And this will have to stop the clock. Thankfully, that is Yavier Landry, who is getting up on his own. Definitely going through some pain there, but him getting up as fast as that shows you, thankfully it is hopefully not anything that isn't long-term. To be honest with you, nobody really knows when we'll have the playoff seeding. They said tonight, but tonight is a very wide time range. We could be talking midnight. We could be talking in 2 minutes. But that would not be possible because Metric still has a chance to make the playoffs. But it could very much be at 9:45. It could very much be at 12. Let's hope for that 9:45 so we can all get some rest before another early day tomorrow. It is cut in half. The last game starts at 1:25 at the center rink. That's the last game of the round of 16. I'll have the call for that. Chance to the back door for McTaggart, as he'll now give it back up to the point. 4.5 to go, still a running clock. As Clay Moser gets it down low. Haneke fires one on, Powers with the stop, and she'll reel that in for the cover. For Great Lakes, Wisconsin, it looks like they will hang on to that 13 spot, I believe. If they do not win this game, it doesn't seem like they will very much move with the rest of the games going on. So yeah, they will hold the 13 because they have 9 points. The next team has 3. So they could be very much expecting the loser of this first-class North Shore Hockey Development Academy matchup. Definitely a tough first-round matchup, but nothing's cemented yet, so here's a 2-on-1. Liam Mitchell shot punched away by Caleb Allen. We have a delayed penalty. It is on Team Atlantic, so Caleb Allen will rush away from the bench. There is a player down behind the play. The refs do not see it, so they will not blow the whistle. He's now getting up on its own, and it is Asher Westergaard. Puck is finally touched by Liam Mitchell. Cross-checking call on Liam Mitchell. He's upset about it, but there's not too much to be upset about if you're Team Atlantic. And actually, you know what? Looking further into this, depending on tiebreakers, since Team Atlantic is up in this game by 5, they would go to plus 28. So the loser of the first-class NSHDA game could arguably be bumped to 5th. And Team Atlantic could be playing Great Lakes, Wisconsin again tomorrow. That is also a reality. Once again, another tough matchup, if not displayed well enough here. Well, I can tell you we will all be biting our nails waiting for the moment that we can see that bracket. Some crazy storylines on the day. The British Columbia Bulldogs go 0-2 on the day. They came into it 4-0-0. They lost to Connecticut in overtime. And then just recently to the Minnesota Blaze. This Great Lakes, Wisconsin team who entered the day 3-1 will go 0-2. Two tough opponents nonetheless. A Toronto Elite team that caught fire. And they will have a smoke trail headed into the playoffs. Westergaard is back in the game, thankfully. That's Asher Westergaard, the one who got injured behind the play. Puck hits the netting, and the penalty on Liam Mitchell is almost over. 20 seconds and counting, it still goes. Face-off won by Wisconsin. Hanka Everson comes out of the pile with it. Tough angle. Powers another save. She gets turned around below the goal line. Net even gets moved a little bit. And they're saying since Alex Westergaard tried to, not purposely, but since he nearly moved the net off, or he did move the net off, pardon me, it came off of one of its pegs. That'll move the draw out to the neutral zone. This could probably be the last puck drop to close out pool play here at the North Rink. We still have games ahead, so don't go anywhere. At least not at this rink, but I believe we have one on both the south and the center. Am I right? Shockingly. Metrics and Boston play at the South Rink at 8:15. Here's a throw across, and they stuck it. What an incredible pass. 11-10, Groom to McPherson. And that's how this game will close out. A crucial +6 in the standings for Team Atlantic. And they come away with this one as they'll knock Great Lakes, Wisconsin to a 500 pool play record at 3-3. So Metrics in Boston at 8:15 at the South Rink. Buddy Dylan Ward on the call there. And then at 8:25 at Spartans, Alberta, and North Star Elite closing it out for the night. That is our buddy Tarsi from Edmonton on the call there. Final shots on goal, 24-18. Mile Powers stopped 17 out of 18. It felt like more, and I think it was more. There were a couple shots that weren't accounted for in the third. You'd have to assume there's at least 20, 21 shots. And this goaltending duo of Langlis and Powers are just unstoppable. They can be a huge threat come playoffs with that 1-2 punch. Here's Okanda. Quite honestly, one of the loudest anthems we've heard yet. Incredible job by the Team Atlantic players and parents. We still got 2 more games on the docket, but here at the North Rink, our operation has closed for the night. But we will be back bright and early for consolation action, and then the round of 16. It has been a pleasure being with you all here on day 3. If you want to join me tomorrow for the consolation and 3 playoff games at the center rink, be my guest. Don't feel forced. But make sure you stay tuned in to all the action. It's only going to get better from here. It's playoff time tomorrow. How the time flies when you're having fun. Already 3 days gone in this tournament, and 3 to go. Thank you so much for tuning into this broadcast on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. For producer Anthony Lund, my name is Luke Jordan, signing off for the night here at the North Rink. Thank you.